Hey guys, this is Mike. We're here at George Fox University with the band Gungor, whose album Beautiful Things is currently available and, as we just found out, skyrocketing up the charts on Billboard.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Well, before we get going, why don't you just introduce the band to us?
My name's Michael, and this is my wife Lisa, and this is my children.
my children, just from him.
It's Kara and Brad.
All right.
Yeah.
And when you guys play the full show, there's a lot more band members, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 9 of us in the Beautiful Things events. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And they do poetry readings and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah, we've got this. Our Beautiful Things event shows are like, it's a different thing. I think there might be 10 of us actually on the stage. And there's like strings, and we do poetry, and it's in 3 movements, and it's just this kind of night. It's really art driven. There's big screen behind us and scrim in front of us with film and different art stuff. So yeah, it's a different kind of thing, worship experience that is not normal.
And what was that event experience born out of? What was the inspiration behind that?
A lot of times we end up leading these services and stuff that we have to rely more on the congregational sides of our records. You know, a lot of the songs are written for the church on our record, and so some of the songs are really intentionally congregational to sing. But we have also other elements on our record that are more just art, and like they're still worship to us, but they're just kind of create these transcendent moments. And sometimes we had lost those elements in the life, just, you know, in church sometimes there's not place for that. So we wanted to create an event where it was really specifically, that was kind of, we leaned on that side of things rather than, so we really lean on the art side of our worship, and it started outside of the church, and we like to do these events and stuff outside of church walls. And it's been an interesting thing, even unbelievers and stuff coming in and just kind of experiencing this transcendence and like, what is that? And it's been cool.
And how did the 4 of you come to be a band?
Well, we're married, so there's that. Yeah, we've been leading worship together for a while, even before we were married, and then we met Brad through our old electric guitar player, and we met Kara through our manager Calvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Calvin. Yeah, we were just looking for a cellist, and he said Kara was fantastic. So Brad's been with us for over 2 years, and Kara has been with us
since January.
Yeah, so almost a year now.
And are you guys traveling a lot? Are you going all over the place?
Starting to travel more now that things are kind of getting solidified with the baby. Their baby.
All right.
Not these babies.
All four of us have a baby together.
That's weird.
Okay. What does she look like? Yeah. And you're all based out of Denver right now, right?
Well, no,
Kara lives in Nashville.
Nashville. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just meet up with them?
Yeah, we've been flying everywhere the last few months, so we'll just fly and meet up with them there.
Good. Now, on your website, you describe your music as liturgical post-rock. What does that mean?
Well, people always ask like what kind of music it is. And you know, first of all, I don't like the calling Christian music or saying that's a genre. That doesn't make any sense to me. Christian or music can't follow Jesus. You know, people can, and Christians don't have to sing about like theological issues or something for it to be. Anyway, I had always started saying Christian rock, but at the same time, I mean, musically it's kind of post rock. We use strings and we use other elements. Other than, it's not just rock and roll. We use a lot of ambient kind of post rock sounds and stuff. But also what we do is very liturgical. It's meant for people to engage with, to meet, to interact with God. And they're prayer songs, most of them. A lot of them are written actually for the local church and from the local church. And so liturgical post-rock, that's... I believe that I coined the phrase. Somebody looked up the other day. Somebody looked up liturgical post-rock, and we came up. So apparently we're the number one
liturgical post-rock band because we made it up.
All right. number one liturgical post-rock band in the United
Yes,
States. Right here.
yes.
I was reading your blog actually yesterday, and it was interesting because you said that what I'm suggesting is that if we are honest with ourselves, the only intellectually honest posture of a human being on a foundational level should be wide-eyed wonder. And at the same time, like in your lyrics, you make a lot of very bold, definitive statements about who God is. Is that a tough balancing act for you guys to kind of incorporate wonder, but also define faith in God and your experience?
I would hope that we never define God. To me, saying it's almost like something about, saying God is beauty, God is love. To me, that doesn't contain God as much as it's a glimpse and a description of the mystery, rather than something that, a theology that tries to contain God within my own thought system, which on some level just saying the word God does. It's easy to try to define. There's something too why Jewish people traditionally didn't say the name of God. It was like it was a sacred thing. You can't contain God with human language or words or ideas. And so hopefully that idea is present in our songs, and with the understanding that there is a bit of an irony and like, God, you can't be contained with words. Yet here's some words about you. It's like it's the best we can do, is use our words, but realizing at the same time that doesn't do it any justice.
Speaking of words, we have a question from a student, Rebecca. She wants to know, what was the inspiration behind your lyrics for "God is not a white man"?
He's not.
There was just a...
He's Puerto Rican, actually.
It was just like having fun in the apartment one day, wasn't it?
No, I was mad.
Oh, that's right.
Sometimes the darker emotions for me create songs. No, I listened to this preacher guy one of these guys that has it all figured out. Everything is easily manageable, and God is like him, the white Republican know-it-all guy, and God is very easily understood and communicated. And there was no sense of that mystery. There was no sense of this, like, this is bigger than me, I don't know, but there was no humility in it. So we had a session, we had a break, and we were supposed to go pray and stuff, and I went and grabbed my guitar. God is not a white man, and then it turned into just fun. But it started tongue-in-cheek, but, like, come on, man,
And on your album for Beautiful Things, how did that come about? It sounded like you sort of recorded it kind of on the fly, or did you actually go into a studio to do it?
The song, the White Man?
No, for your new album, Beautiful Things. Was that
We set
recorded
up
on the fly, or did you go?
We rented a house up
Oh,
in the
yeah.
mountains
Oh, yeah, it was
in
beautiful.
Colorado, and just brought all our stuff up there and
We lived up there for a month and just recorded.
lived together and recorded together. And
Ate pancakes in the morning and recorded all day.
This
was
is
fun.
like commune time.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
even the
yeah.
studio was makeshift. It was like, well, I got a couple mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can borrow this from this
We had
guy,
a-
and we just kind of Frankensteined everything together in this house. It was kind of nuts.
Grab a plant and be like, what does this sound like?
Shake it.
Like, oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good. Let's
Hitting
just-
lights and...
It's like the intro to The Earth Is Yours. That's like plants from this house. Those
Yeah.
decorative ficus
Decorative
plants
stuff.
and things like that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. We had, at one point there were, all the lights were off in the house, and we're playing the end of We Will Run to You. It's this long outro thing. So all the lights were off. We just had this fireplace going. Some friends were over. We had just all eaten, so we just sat down and played. And I'm pretty sure
magic.
everyone was crying by the end of it. I mean, it was so magical. It was so moving, and it was just nice because we've been there so long, been creating music in this house together. It wasn't like we were rushed and just had to watch the clock for like it normally is in a studio. It was really it was good. Felt wonderful.
Since you do get to go to a lot of places, and you guys are now getting known as a band, what's it like, or how has your experience of church changed now that you are kind of the people up front? Like, can you sort of just go into a church service and just be a regular churchgoer anymore? Or is it completely changed since you're always in different spots? And
We haven't been able to do that, and Well, my whole life I've never been able to do that
They
really.
just kind of walk in.
Yeah, just go. That's rare. We went
We
to
did.
mass the other day, and it was so like
It was nice.
we were just walking. We're like, we're just going to church.
So
It was
weird.
nice just to sit.
Not carrying one case.
Yeah, we're carrying a guitar.
Yeah.
Not there for sound check, for service. We were there. It was great. It's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't think it feels different with what's happening with our music. It's just, this is always just this is just what we've done. Like someone else will go into a coffee shop and make the coffee and everyone else will drink the coffee. You know, it doesn't feel different to me. I don't know how it feels to you guys, but it's just, this is our service. This is our worship. This is what we do. But it is really fantastic when we can just go and sit and not have to plug in a million cables or.
And last question: what does your album? Is it intentional in any way? I mean, what do you want your music to do, or is there an intent behind it?
I think the liturgical nature of it, it's meant to engage people with God, and but that's pretty broad to me. I mean, this next record will be interesting to see. We have lots of songs we're considering, and that's something because it's meant. It's not just meant for a congregational sing-along. Some of the songs are meant for congregational sing-along, but even the ones that are more just songs, they're still meant to engage the reality of God, and as a prayer, whether that's like the Psalms. If you look through the Psalms, there's lament and there's poetry and there's celebration and exhortation and all different kinds of stuff in there, and so I feel like that's kind of what. But it's all there's something holding all that together where it's all kind of prayer. It's all meant for something, and I feel like our music is meant for that. It's liturgical. It's meant for the soul to engage with God and wrestle with God, but that we're exploring different ways of doing that and different. It's not all "I Love You, Jesus" songs. Some of them are. Some of them are like "Where Are You Right Now," and some of them are.
Yeah. I feel like I love it when we can just be really honest, and it doesn't. We were just talking about this at lunch. Like, it doesn't have to be this normal 4 chords and happy kind of feel. There's something about connecting with the broken people, and just letting people know you can wrestle deeply with faith. That's okay. You can ask the hard questions, and you can look at the pain of the world square in the face and still believe that there is a God, that He's bringing beauty out of this chaos and out of all the messiness. So that's what I hope like our music is portraying and reaching people that are struggling with that, finding that tension of God is in the earth, but it's not like He's just fixing everything now, but we are His creation, we are His hands and feet, and we are supposed to be His body in the world. And so yeah, that's it. That's what I hope our music connects with, is broken people who are wrestling.
Well, plug your website quick so people know where to go if they want to learn more about you.
Gungormusic.com.
Gungormusic.com. And are you guys going to play for us quick?
We can.
Sure.
We certainly
And
can.
what song are you going to play for us?
Indagata Davida. It's a Christmas song.
Iron Butterfly.
Toxic.
Toxic. All right.
I don't know. What do you want us to play?
It's your gig. You can do whatever you want.
Beautiful things. You have.
Title track?
We'll figure something out. We'll play something.
All right. Here we go.